So hello guys, I'm going to do a bit of a species spotlight this week on my tropical fish tank. So this is a 105 litre tank that I've got here, and I've got a few different species of fish in here, but the one that I'm going to do the spotlight on this week is the fish that's directly in the middle there, the Silvertip tetra. So Silvertip tetra is the common name. The Latin name, I'm going to try and pronounce this, is Hasemania nana. And when I've done a little bit of research, it seems like they do have a few other names as well, so I'm not sure if they're other sort of little subspecies, I'm not sure, sorry. But basically the Silvertip tetra is native to the streams and creeks of Brazil. I'm going to put a little card up on the screen now to say exactly where, because I can't pronounce it and I'm not going to try. And they live in these streams and creeks, not really in the main body of the water of the river, but they live in quite large shoals there. And they are actually found living in both black and white water habitats. So I've just done a water change on this, so my water's quite clean, but I will do add some tannins to it in a bit. Now these are, when I first bought these, I didn't find anything negative about them. When I was researching, found that they were ideal companions, not companions, that's the wrong word, but community, sorry, that's the word I'm after, so that they were ideal community fish. Since having them though, they are quite aggressive. Maybe not aggressive, but very boisterous is the word that I would use for them. They're beautiful fish to look at, but after these ones have gone, I don't think I would have any again. They're very active, they're zooming around the tank all the time. Mainly in the middle to the top of the tank, but I see them all over. They are very, very active. The males especially, so that's the male in the middle there, but the males especially are very active. They're constantly chasing the females. This bigger male's constantly chasing the smaller male that you can see in the top left corner. He'll chase all of my Harlequin rasboras around, the ottos that are in there. He doesn't, I don't know why he's the size he is, because he does not stop. He is just constantly on the go, zooming around, chasing others. They can be fin nippers, so definitely be aware of what fish you put them in. I have noticed in the past some of my Harlequin rasbora fins have nipped, and you can actually see on the big one that's displaying in the middle, his dorsal fin has got a tear in it, which I assume is down to this guy here. They grow to be about 5 centimetres long in total, and I have read that in the correct conditions they can live to be between 5 to 10 years old. I bought a small shoal of about 8 fish, I think, when I first set my tank up. The ratio was completely off. I had way more males than females. I think it was 5 males to 4 females. Over the past year though, for some reason or other, they have sort of died off, and it's left me with these 4, and I've got 2 males and 2 females. So the way you can tell the difference in the sexes, let me just zoom in a bit closer, sorry. So this is the male that's right in the middle. Now the males, both sexes of these fish are actually translucent, but they have this colouring iridescence to them. So the males, is it going to focus? Come on. The males actually have the more sort of golden coppery coloration to them, as you can see there. The females, let me just see if I can find out where my females have gone. They're a bit spooked that I'm this close to the tank. Where are the females? Okay, that's, you're not going to see that because of the glare. The females, like that one over at the back there, sorry about all the glare, but the females are actually, oh there we go, so you've got a male on top and a female below. So the females are actually more of like a silvery coloration. So yeah, males are coppery, goldy coloured, females are more silvery coloured. Okay. So colouring wise, they both have like a sort of yellowish white coloured tip to the end of their fins, hence the name Silvertip tetra. And they do have this black banding that goes down to the base of their caudal fin or like the tail fin. Both sexes have that as well. And they are different. They differ from other tetras because they actually lack the second dorsal fin. So you might notice that there. So in between his big dorsal fin in the middle of his back, and then coming down to his tail. Apparently other tetras have an extra little dorsal fin there, but the Silvertip tetras don't. You can see there he's getting a bit sort of agitated, a bit twitchy with the harlequins. Now my harlequins are really peaceful, but I have got one, I'm thinking it's a male harlequin that I think's had enough of this male Silvertip tetra, and he does start going back at him. But good for him for standing up for himself. So that's a female there over at the back there, so you can just zoom in a little bit. There we go. The females do get a little bit more rounder in the... Oh, there we go, both the females and a male on top. But the females do get a little bit round... Oh, sorry. They do get a little bit rounder in colour. They do get a little bit rounder in the body, especially if they've got eggs. So you've got the male on the top there and the two females below. So because these Silvertip tetras are actually found in the tributaries and creeks of the rivers in Brazil, if you could try and give them sort of a moderate to fast flow of water in the tank. And they do like quite a lot of open swimming spaces, but I would definitely suggest you need to have quite a few plants for ones that are being chased, that they can dive into the plants for cover. So as they can all have a break from being chased around by each other. They should be kept in groups really 6 and above, like with most shoaling fish. So pH for these guys, they are quite hardy fish. So pH anything from 6 to 8. My pH in this tank is 8. And temperature wise, anything from 22 to 28 degrees. My tank's about 25, 26. So overall, they're not boring, they're very active, they're constantly zooming all around. So they aren't boring fish at all. I just don't like at times how, especially my big male that's just hiding down there, he is very boisterous with the other fish in here. He doesn't give them a second. He's always like bombing around. He's not doing anything at the moment because I'm sat here, but if I sit on my settee across the room, I'll be seeing him bothering all the other fish. I was originally going to put my better fish in here, but then as soon as I realised what these Silvertip were like, he's in his little tank on his own, and I will not risk him in here with these. It wouldn't be fair. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. If I've said anything wrong or that's incorrect, please do let me know. I am a beginner. Please remember to like or dislike if you didn't like this video, but please leave in the comments why you didn't like it. Do leave me a comment as well, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.